Audio settings should be fixed. Fuck you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Willie Does Wrestling back at it again with a brand new video. Now, last night I was reviewing Smackdown. It was a very good video. But my microphone wasn't working, got it all fixed, and now we are back. So today I'm going to review last night's episode of Smackdown. There's a lot to discuss, a lot that I loved about it, some that I hated. I thought it was an overall good episode. So we're going to be on here, going to be pretty short. I'm just going to give some highlights from SmackDown, most of what happened, and just talk about it. So, you know what we do here. We shoot the shit, we just talk, and there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I will also be back later on today, as I will do a special 2K Royal Rumble, and you know what we do here. So, let's talk about it. First, we kicked off with the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championships as the Usos were at 481 days, 482 days as of this recording. They're going to break the record. No, they're going to tie the record tomorrow. They're going to beat the record on Monday. And they took on original record holders, The New Day, to defend the titles. And if The New Day won, they kept the record. And if the Usos win, they beat the record. And it was a fun match. There were a ton of near falls. I really thought the New Day were going to win at some points. Every New Day and Usos match has fucking killed it. I've seen some people be like, "Oh, New Day and the Usos again and again and again. Fuck this shit," right? But I was one of those people that were like, I'm glad we got New Day versus Usos. I might have been the only one, but hey. So anyways, it was a very fun match, near falls after near falls, and the Usos ended up retaining the titles, beating the New Day, and they will beat the record this Monday. As on Monday, they will go 484 days as tag team champions, meaning that the New Day's record is over. It's a good passing the torch match as well. They beat the original record holders in their last title defense before breaking the record. So, I mean, that's cool. I like it. It's a good way to kick off the show, too. Keep in mind, most of this review will most likely be in not really in order, since I don't have notes. We also started the SmackDown World Cup tournament. And yes, that World Cup is the same World Cup that Shane McMahon held to be the best in the world. I immediately got PTSD from that. The winner of this fucking cup is gonna have the same World Cup Shane McMahon held. Anyways, we had 2 first-round matches in this show. First was Shinsuke Nakamura, who's kind of in a middle, kind of involved in a feud with Legado del Fantasma. He faces off against Santos Escobar of Legado del Fantasma. Santos wins, shockingly. I thought they were going to make Nakamura win this. Santos won with a avalanche driver. Then they call it the Phantom Driver. And Santos advances to the semifinals. And the second one was Jinder Mahal facing Braun Strowman. I think we can assume who won that. Braun Strowman ended up beating fucking Jinder's ass. Jinder actually knocked down Strowman in some parts of the match. So, it is what it is. And actually, Braun, pick a fucking finisher. Is it the power bomb or the power slam? Or is it like a 2-finisher thing? I was all confused about that. But anyways, we also got LA Knight backstage. He was all talking, and then the Wyatt logo was kept playing on the TV, and LA Knight's like, shut that shit off. We don't need him here. He looks at the TV screen, turns back around, boom, Bray Wyatt. And I'm like, oh fuck, we got these two. I was all fucking happy. And Bray headbutts LA Knight, and I'm like, if this is the first feud for Bray Wyatt in his return, shut up and take my fucking money. I would love to see a feud between LA Knight and Bray Wyatt. I think we all would. I think that would be sick. You know? What else did we get? We got, Zelina Vega was going to face off against B-Fab in a match, which, let's be honest, I don't think much of us really wanted to see. But then the Viking Raiders music played. The Mystery Woman from all the Mystery Woman was on the stage. Viking Raiders beat the shit out of Legado del Fantasma and Hit Row. The mystery Woman beats the shit out of B-Fab because Zelina Vega ran away. It's revealed to be none other than Sarah Logan. Now, listen. I'm glad Sarah Logan's back in the WWE. But you played it off as if we didn't know who she was. Like, come on, man. Sarah Logan's married to fucking Eric. We knew it would be her. Like, and you played it off for weeks as if we didn't know. We knew. But it's good to see her back. She looked like a fucking beast, too. She had this, like, black shit on her forehead, looking like a goddamn beast. And she stands with the Viking Raiders. I think the Viking Raiders look better with Sarah Logan. I think a lot of people wanted her to be the manager of the Viking Raiders when the Riot Squad broke up. So she's finally the manager of the Viking Raiders, which I think is sick. SmackDown Women's Division really needed more people on it. And speaking of the Women's Division, we had a 6-pack challenge. The winner faces Ronda Rousey. Who do we had? We had Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Sonya Deville, Xia Li, Shotzi, and Lacey Evans. Now, this was announced before the show, and I'm like, they're going to have Liv win again. And we're going to have one more fucking match with these guys, right? No. Shotzi actually won. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, they're going to have a match in a random SmackDown, right? There's no way that this is going to be a pay-per-view match. Then this fucking graphic immediately pops up saying, Ronda Rousey defends the SmackDown Women's Championship against Shotzi at Survivor Series War Games? I'm sorry, what? And to add insult to injury, Shotzi was backstage talking to Emma, who wasn't even in the match. Emma, yes, who recently came back, wasn't even in the match. And then, to add insult to injury, Shayna Baszler beats the shit out of Shotzi. You know? So Shotzi looks like a bitch. I think we all know that Shotzi's not going to win. So what do I think is going to happen? I think this is either going to be a setup for Shayna Baszler versus Ronda Rousey, or there's going to be a return. That's what I think. Like, I don't think anyone wants to see Shotzi versus Ronda Rousey. At least I don't. So, I don't know. They need one bathroom break match. Next, we got the Bloodline in a special moment. Roman Reigns as the classic acknowledge me, right? Paul Heyman says that the Usos are the greatest tag team and no one comes close to them. And then Roman was going to talk to the Usos, and then Brawling Brutes come out. And they're like, listen, bros. Well, they don't say bros. We're sick and tired of the numbers not being in our favor. We brought back up. There's Sheamus. Sheamus was talking. His fucking microphone botches. which is ironic because when I was doing my review, my microphone botched last night. So the curse passed on from Sheamus to me. Anyways, so they go over there and they were beating the shit out of Bloodline, but it was 4-on-3. Then now comes Drew McIntyre. And this is the perfect setup for the men's match at War Games. Now, the question is, who's the fifth member? I say there's no better person to have than Kevin Owens. You have Roman, the Usos, Solo Sikoa, and Sami Zayn in one corner. Then Brawling Brutes, Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens. There you fucking go. I think that'd be sick. A great men's War Games match. So, that concludes my review for Friday Night SmackDown. Overall, great show. We got a LA Knight versus Bray Wyatt tease. We have someone new winning the women's six-pack challenge, even though we all know she ain't gonna win. Perfect setup to War Games. Usos are now the longest reigning tag team champions of all time, passing the torch from the New Day. It was a great tag team match as well. The World Cup. I mean, next week we're gonna have Mustafa Ali and Ricochet. That's going to be a fucking banger match. And then we're gonna have Sami Zayn versus Butch. That would be a good way to continue the War Games storyline. Anyways, guys, that's gonna have to do it for today's video. Be on the lookout because later on I'm going to do a special 2K Royal Rumble. And if you like it, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to turn post notifications on, share it with your friends, do what you do. Thank you so much for the recent support. We hit 60 subscribers. I hope we don't go down. So please help those numbers. This has been your boy, Willie Does Wrestling. I'll see you in the next video. Be good people, please, and peace.